that you are going to learn on how to construct angle today. So this is the only thing that we are going to learn in this lesson. First, you are going to learn how to construct angle. After that, you are going to construct angle bisector. Two things only. So first, to construct angle, the basic of constructing angle is 60 degree. Okay, so besides using a protractor to construct the angle, if you remember, if you use a protractor, you have to measure the degree using the protractor on how to get the 60 degree. But besides using that, you can use a pair of compasses and also a ruler to draw the 60, to construct the 60 degree. It is based, you can see here, based on the concept of interior angle of an equilateral triangle. Have you learned equilateral triangle before? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me what is an equilateral triangle? Any idea? If you say you have learned equilateral triangle. Everyone, can you hear me or not? It seems like only one person is answering me.
Yes.
Yes. The rest, you see, the rest is not answering, is Mahani. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Okay, thank goodness. So, okay, thank you. So, can you tell me what is an equilateral triangle? From the word equi over here, actually it stands for equal. Equal. This one cannot write properly. Equal. So, from this word, you remember, equal. And then the word lateral means side. Okay, when it comes to equilateral, meaning that you have all the triangle with equal sides. Okay, when the triangles are all in equal side, all the angles will be also having the same angle like this. So we call this an equilateral triangle. Okay, you also have learned the triangle like this. What do you call this triangle? Remember the name that you have learned previously?
Right angle.
Very good. This is a right angled triangle because you have a right angle at one side there. And then I'm sure you have learned this before in your primary school. Oops, sorry. Hold on, this triangle like this. Why is it like that? Can you see the triangle?
Yes.
Yes, okay. If the triangle that I have over here is having the same angle on both sides, or they are having the same length on both sides, what do you call this type of triangle?
Isosceles triangle.
Wow, very good. Isosceles triangle. So you remember this. Isosceles triangle maksudnya segitiga sama kaki. Okay, so you need to know all of this type of triangle. Okay, now let us continue with our lesson here. So the basic of constructing the angle is 60 degree. So basically, you need to know how to construct a 60 degree triangle. So let us look at example 7 here. Using only a pair of compasses and a ruler only, construct line PQ so that angle PQR equal to 60 degree. So if you look at the one that you need to construct is angle PQR, meaning that you will have something like this. PQR. So the angle is at which letter? Letter P, Q, or R?
P.
It should be letter Q. You remember I told you how to name the angle before? This angle can be named as angle PQR or angle RQP. Another name for it is angle Q. Right? You learned it in the previous lesson. Hopefully you remember. You need to know all this because when they ask you to construct the angle, you will need to know where is the angle that you need to construct. For example, on this line, they ask you to construct PQR. So you need to construct the angle at Q here. If you construct it at R, that will be wrong already. So make sure you know how to identify the angle. Okay, do you still have problem identify the angle? How many of you have problem identify the angle? I show you one example on how to name all the angles. Anyone? Yes, huh? Okay, so I give you one example here. I think I use the word here. It will be easier for me to write and draw. So for example, I draw one triangle like this. I wonder why it has a square like that. Okay, never mind. A, B, C. So can you name me this angle here? I want at least 3 names. First person. I don't understand person. Ah, very good. Angle A, B, C. Angle CBL, or somebody name me everything already. Angle B. Okay, so very good. You know how to name the angle already. Or the angle can be like this. So for example, PQR. So what is the name of this angle?
Angle PQR.
Correct.
Angle PQR, angle RPQ, angle Q.
Yes, all correct. Very good. So you know how to name it already. Then we can continue with our lesson here. Okay, so you will need to construct a 60 degree. 60 degree is the basics of the construction of angle. So you need to know how to construct a 60 degree. So from here, they show you already. Just now, you were having the length of QR. You need to construct PQR. To do that, you just need to draw a arc. That is the first one. This is the first one. You look at the step. That is the arc. Okay, meaning that any size up to you, you can just open up all your compasses and then you put it on the line. As long as you can cut the line, that will do. Okay, later on I'll show you the actual construction. So after the first line, the first arc that you construct here, you remove your compasses, you put it here at the end. So you can see this picture here. They put the sharp point on point S right now, and then they draw another arc. So this is the second step. After you get the second step, you will see the intersecting point here in between this line and also this line here. So then you are going to put the ruler to join these 2 points. So this is the third step. Only 3 steps to construct a 60 degree. So let me open up the Maths Clever to show you on how to do that for a while. And then later on, you are going to construct it on your exercise book or on your A4 paper. Okay, so we are going to start with the basic 60 degree. Make sure you know how to construct 60 degree. Let us choose our, sorry, not this one. Let us choose our tools first. Okay, I'm going to need a ruler. So first, for the ruler, I'll need to draw a straight line. Up to you, how long is it? And then this one is just to construct 60 degree without having to know whether it's angle PQR, angle ABC or not. So now I'm not going to label anything, and I'm just going to start at 1 point. 1 point over here, and then I'm going to construct the angle on the left first. Like this. I'm going to construct the angle on the left. So take out the compasses. Put the sharp point of the compasses on the intersecting point of the one that we just marked, the marking just now. And then it's up to you how much is the length that you want to use. Anything. As long as you can cut it on the line. Not too long because you see the line is not enough. So as long as it is within the line. Okay. And the next thing, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it and then draw the arc. The arc has to be at least about, how to say, almost half, a quarter of a quarter of a circle. You know a circle, right? If this is a circle,
yes.
A quarter of it. You have to draw that length. After that, you remove your compasses, and what you do is you without altering the size. Don't alter the size. Move the sharp point to the intersecting point that we have just now. You move it here, put it here, and you are going to adjust again, and you draw the line so that it cuts through. Okay, so as long as it cuts through and you get an intersecting point here, then will do. You are going to draw the line using your ruler. So over here, I'm going to adjust my ruler and then put it in between these 2 points. So that I get the intersecting point there. So these 2 points here. Then I draw the line to join it up. So I'm going to get a 60 degree here. So this is my 60 degree. You can measure it after you construct. You can get a a protractor to measure it. So you see, when I measure using my protractor, first I have to start with the center of the protractor. Here is the center. And then you've got to make sure the baseline touch the line. So mine is already touching. And then you start reading from the interior scale because the 0 is in the interior scale here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 exactly. Okay? It's like magic, right? So now this one is the construction on the right. Right. So can everybody do it together with me? I'm going to ask you to do it on the piece of paper that you used just now. This piece of paper. So we are going to start the construction of 60 degree on the right. You do it here. Let's do it together. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, huh? Okay, yes. Very good. So I'm going to move up here. Move up. So first step, do you remember what is the first step? Draw a line. Yeah, just draw a straight line. Everybody do that. After that, mark a point on the left hand side because we are going to construct it on the right. Sorry, on the left. I asked you to construct on the left or on the right. I don't remember. This one or this one just now?
Right.
Right. Okay. If I construct it on the right, sorry, the marking will be on the right here. So this one I have to rub it off. The marking is on the right, Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Then take out your compasses. Put the sharp point of your compasses on the marking. Done? And then, okay, so mine, because my compasses only work one way, so I'm going to do it the other way around like this. So you adjust it up to the length that you want, up to you. Actually, the bigger the better lah, So I'm going to adjust until about this length here. Are you ready with that length now? You got to make sure it's the same. Yes? Okay, then you start doing the marking. You can start mark it here. But remember, just now I asked you to mark it more than half. More than a quarter of the line. So you make sure you mark a quarter until you cut through this line originally. You must cut through this line. It must be a quarter. If it is less than that, you won't be able to get the cutting. Okay, you can make it bigger, up to you. Are you done with that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yes. Very good. So next thing, without altering the size of your compasses here, without altering it, you see, the length of mine is 10.4 centimeters. I cannot change. Just move the sharp point to the point that we have just now, this one. Okay? Just move it here. Put it here on top of this point. And then you can cut through this arc here. Okay? So now I'm going to cut through the arc to get the intersecting point. This is the most important part. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yes, So it is done, you see. We have intersecting point already, so you can remove your compasses. Just take out your ruler. Get your ruler. And you adjust until you can match the two intersecting points here so that you can draw the straight line. Like this, you join these two intersecting points. Okay, join it up. Make sure you cut through the line. It doesn't matter, you can extend, go beyond it, doesn't matter, as long as you have this point here. Have you done that?
Yes.
Yes. Lastly, lastly, I want you to label the angle here, 60 degree. So you get your 60 degree already. You can take out your protractor and measure. You can match. You can try to see, did you make the magic? Put it here. So you can see from the x0 angle 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So it is exactly 60 degree.
Madam.
Yes.
Mine is more than 60.
More than 60 means that when you are using your compasses, the length might be changed already. So what you do, you need to tighten up this part here. You need to tighten up the screw, this part here. So if you can tighten it, that will be easier so that your compasses won't, the size won't go big and small like that. Okay, so that part you have to reconstruct again. You rub off everything. You start with a straight line and make the marking on the right. Okay, now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we are going to construct the one on the left. So the right one, you already done, right? This is the right one just now. The right one that you did it. 60 degree here. So now we are going to do it on the left. So on the left will be like this. So if you can do it, you can go ahead straight away. So for those who can't do it, let's follow mine over here. Okay, again, I'm going to move up this. So start with a straight line. Use a ruler. You draw a straight line. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, So now we want to construct the angle on the left. So I'm going to make the marking start on the left here. And then you take out your compasses. Put it on top of the intersecting point. So it can be any length. I just drag it as big as I want because I want to let you see as big as I want. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so from your compasses here, you will have to draw the arc a quarter of the circle, like this. A quarter of the circle at least. And then, don't change the size of your compasses. Don't do anything, you just hold this part only. Hold the top part of it. Remove it and put the sharp point on the new marking that you have. The new intersecting point that you have here. And then you draw the arc to cut through the first arc that you have done. So it is done. Take out your ruler. Get your ruler. And join the intersecting point. Complete. Lastly, make sure you label your angle. Oops, sorry. Make sure you label your angle 60 degree. Okay, and again, double confirm whether you construct it correctly. Take out your protractor. Put the center of the protractor to the center of your angle here. Make sure your base is correct. Your baseline must be on top of the line that you have. Okay. And then you start looking at the scale. We are using the interior scale because it starts from what?
From 0.
Yeah, from 0. So you can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 degree exactly. Can you do that, class?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Those who have done with this construction of 60 degree on the left and on the right, can you raise up your hand? I want to see. We will need to wait for everyone to finish up the construction for these two, only then we can proceed to the next one. Only 5% raise up the hand. Let me see. Not everyone yet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 only. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There are some more not raising. Okay, 25, 26, 27, 27, I should have 30. Who is having problem? Can I see who is having problem? Okay, the rest, lower down your hand. Those who are having problem, raise up your hand. Lower down your hand, everyone. Okay. So, the one that is having problem, Irwin, Ismahani, Aina, you have problem?
No.
No. Aina, Madiha, having problem? Okay, Aina and Madiha having problem. Madiha, what's your problem, Madiha? Madiha, what's your problem? You don't know how to construct 60 degrees, is it? If you still cannot construct 60 degree, you don't have to worry because you can go to your textbook. You see, it's in your textbook. So I will have to go to the next one. This one is in your textbook over here. So what you can do is you just need to click on the YouTube site here, and then you can see how do they construct it. They have a very clear explanation over here.
My online store alone, we've sold over $500,000 worth of spices. That's so crazy.
Constructing
this one.
Angle of 60 degrees. Construct a long arc from Q intersecting QR. Mark the intersection point as S. Keeping the same distance on the compasses, draw an arc from S intersecting the arc drawn in step 1. Mark the intersection point as P. Draw a line joining point P and point Q. Thus, angle PQR equals degrees.
You see? So they explain it very clearly over there. So if you don't know how to do it, you just refer to your textbook. All the construction is given in the YouTube. Okay? So we need to carry on with the second one. When you know the basic of construction, these two, the angle bisector now, if you know the basic of constructing these two, you can construct a lot of angle already. So this one is angle bisector. The meaning of angle bisector means is a line that divide an angle into two equal angles. So if you have the angle like this, it is 40 degree. Okay, then we are going to construct the angle bisector in the middle, this one, line OS, so that we can divide the 40 degree into 20 and 20 each. Okay, so for instance, here the line OS is the angle bisector of angle POR, this line that I mentioned just now. So to construct the angle bisector, look at example 8 here. Using only a pair of compasses and a ruler, construct the angle bisector of angle PQR. So for example, PQR is 60 degree over here. If I construct the angle bisector, how much is the angle is going to be divided into? Can you tell me what is the angle?
30.
Very good. You understand, no? 60 divided by 2, so we are going to get 30 degree each. So I'm going to use what I have just now, the one that we constructed, the 60 degree. Okay, this is the one here, not this one. So you see, I already have my 60 degree. I'm going to construct angle bisector. So it's very simple to construct angle bisector. What do you do is just take out your compasses, put your sharp point, the sharp end over here at the center of your angle there. So same thing, this one is up to you. What is the length you want to use? Originally, this arc we don't have, we just have the line, these two lines like this. So what you do is you are going to draw a quarter of the circle like just now. You can draw a quarter of the circle, or you can just move to cut the point like this. Cut these two lines. Okay? Up to you. You can draw directly with a quarter of circle like this also. And the next thing, you have these 2 points. This 2 is the important point, so I mark it in red color. So when you get these 2 here, you are going to use these 2 points to get the angle bisector. So now I'm going to remove, this one you can change the length already. I'm going to remove my compasses here, and then I'm going to put the sharp point here. So when you put the sharp point here, you draw the arc again. This arc must be greater than half of the size of the angle. You see, the size of the angle is this much. You cannot construct a very small one, or else you won't get an intersecting line. So you must make sure it's more than half of the angle, something like this. It can be bigger, doesn't matter, it can be bigger. So I'm going to use this. Now I think I used the red color. So I'm going to draw the arc. Draw the arc. So you see, I draw the arc in red color. Okay, next you move your compasses. Okay, this time you cannot change the size without altering the size. Mine is 7.2 centimeter there. I remove and put it on the other intersecting point that I have. So now I'm going to draw another arc here so that I cut through the arc of the first one here. Okay, so draw the arc like this. So it is done here. What you can do is you are going to join using ruler. Okay, so here I'm going to join the center. This is the center to the intersecting point like this. And you draw the line. Okay, so you can see it basically cut this 60 degree into two equal angles, which is 30 degree each. Okay, can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, let us try together. So this is your worksheet just now. We are going to construct 30 degree here. Okay, so what you do is you are going to start to draw two line. How does the line look like? You can start drawing the 60 degree by using your compasses. I show you in the clever maths there. I'm going to draw a 60 degree. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. So first, let me guide you. You draw two lines. For those who know how to construct 60 degree, you just go ahead. Okay, I'm going to draw one line like this. I better use black color lah, black. So construct two lines, one like this, and then I'm going to measure using my compasses, a protractor, to get a 60 degree. So here I'm going to measure. I make a mark first, do a marking there, get a 60 degree. So the 60 degree is here. I also make a marking here. This is my 60 degree. After that, you draw using your ruler, 60 degree. I wonder how to draw using this one, a 60 degree. Something like this, Draw these two lines first. Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, okay, now I'm going to use blue color to show you the constructing line. Okay, take out your compasses. You need to make sure this two line is long enough because later on you will need your compasses to cut through them. So I'm going to put the sharp point here on top of the marking, the center that we have. So you can drag to the length that you want as long as you can cut through these two lines here. So I just drag it to the length that I want, and you start drawing the arc. You can just draw a quarter of the tree like this. Are you done? So this one is up to you. You want to adjust the length or not, up to you. You can adjust, you can make it smaller, up to you. But when you start the two starting point over here, this is the starting point. You have to make sure you use the same length of your compasses here. So now I'm not going to adjust my length anymore. I'm just going to use this length as long as it is half more than the angle. You see the angle half is somewhere here. So you have to adjust it more than half. If you're scared, you can make it bigger. Doesn't matter. So you can start drawing your arc already. This is your arc. Also try to make it longer so that you can get the intersecting point later on. So you remove it now. Put it on the other point here. This point here, you have to make sure it is on top of the intersecting point accurately. Okay, so now you can draw your arc also. Now you see, I draw my arc. After you have drawn your arc, you remove it. So you can get the intersecting point here. This is important part. And lastly, you get your ruler. Join these two intersecting points. Just adjust it. Adjust it. And you can draw the line. So this is 30 degree, 30 degree each. You label it 30 degree. Use pencil, huh? Are you done?
Yes.
Yes, huh?
Yes.
Is there anyone having problem to construct 30 degree? Alicia having problem. Okay, Alicia, what is your problem?
I forgot how to do the second line.
The second one, meaning after this one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, after that one, you see I remove everything here. So after your first arc, the important point is these two. I circle it for you. You see the one in red color. This is the important part. You need to get the intersecting point. From these two, the length of your compasses must be the same. So you use your compasses here. Move it to the point that we have. And then you must drag it more than the size of half. More than the size of half of the length of this arc over here. If you make it smaller, less than half of the length of the arc, you see, this one is less than half of the length of the arc, so we won't be able to get the intersecting point. So you must drag it more than half of the length of the arc. It can be more than that, it doesn't matter. You just have to make sure it's more than half. So next, you draw the arc. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So now this time you cannot alter the size. You cannot alter the size. And then you just need to move it to the top. So you move it to the top here, this part. The sharp point of your compasses. And then you draw the arc to cut through the other one that you have made just now. Can?
Yes.
Okay. So the last thing, then you just need to take out your ruler and join up the two intersecting points. The center and also the one that you've just made. This one here. Only use your pencil. I use red color so that you can see clearer here of my construction. So after it is done, then you are going to label it as 30 degree. So can you get it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, we move on now. We move on to another construction which is 120 degree. So just now the basic is 60 degree, and also you learn this one is constructing angle, right? And also you have learned to construct the 30 degree. This line over here is the angle bisector. So providing these two, you are be able to get all the rest of the angle. For example, if I want to get a 15 degree, I also can construct it from the 30 degree over here. This is the 2 point. You see, I use black color. This is the 2 point. Now I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to use my compasses to draw the arc in the middle. And I join up so that I can get a 15 degree. Okay, but this one we can do together later on. You don't have to worry. So now I want to construct 120 degree. I move it to the left. So if you know the basic of constructing 60 degree, you can draw a 120 degree easily. So we will start with a straight line. Okay, I show you first, then we do it together one more time. After that, you are going to make a marking on the line. So anywhere on the line. Yes.
I entered the class late because my Wi-Fi got shut down for an hour. It got shut down like around 9:30.
Oh, so what do you mean later on? What do you mean your Wi-Fi shut down at 9:30? Because our class start at 10, right? Do you miss out any class earlier?
After the BM Google Meet, my Wi-Fi got shut down like so randomly, and I try to like fix it, and so I have to wait for like an hour.
Oh, okay. So it's okay. Later on, I'll send the recording if you won't be able to catch up. You follow the recording and then you hand in your work in the GC. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So now 120 degree, we are going to start anywhere. It's up to you. You can make the marking on the left or make the marking on the right. So for example, we use many times on the left already. I'm going to make the marking on the right here. Okay, then I'm going to start drawing using my compasses here. So here I'm going to put my compasses. The sharp end is always on the marking. Okay, and this time I'm going to make it bigger. I want to make it bigger. Why? Because I want to construct 120 degree. So this is the construction. This length is up to you how much you want it to be. The one that I mentioned, I want to make it bigger, is the arc. The arc, you see the arc, usually I ask you to construct a quarter only, right? Now you will have to construct longer. It's almost 180 degree, almost half of it, like this. Okay, so after that, I'm going to remove